positive emotions in terms of learning have been little studied until recently, until probably the late 90s. We just thought we felt positive if we weren't feeling bad. Whereas now we know that engaging positive emotions is probably one of the most vital components of learning. That actually a lady called Barbara Fredrickson came up with a theory called the broaden and build theory. And the broaden and build theory said that what positive emotions do is they broaden what's called our thought action repertoire. They allow us to see the big picture. They allow us to make connections. It changes our thoughts. It allows us then to be more creative. And that then builds our capacity to learn, to make friends, to bounce back from things, to be resilient, etc. So what we now understand is we used to think that if people did well, then they'd feel good. So if they do well in school, then they'll feel good. If they succeed at something, they feel good. We now know that was the wrong way round. That actually, if people feel good, then that provides the fuel for them to do well. It provides that energy, that persistence, that drive to succeed. So actually what we've got to do is try and create positive climates in the classroom. We've got to create positive emotions. So that might be something like joy, or we might be looking for pride or contentment or excitement and enthusiasm. How do we excite people in order that they want to do it? And I think probably one of the most important positive emotions to generate in the classroom, to do this broadening, to allow kids to really engage with the learning, would be curiosity. And we all know that very young children are just innately curious. They ask hundreds of questions, much to the annoyance of their parents. When my kids just ask, how does this work and what does this do? And somehow they get into our school system and they stop asking questions, and answering questions becomes more important than asking them. They're worried about being judged, they're worried about how well they do, and they lose that sense of curiosity. In fact, young children before they come into school think in a really divergent way. They think creatively about everything. By the time we get to about 25, we don't think divergently at all. All we try and do is find the right answer. So it's a case of trying to develop things like curiosity, like creativity, using children's imagination to develop those things.